Jared Joseph Schmidt-Lee sat quietly in the docks, showing no emotion. His lawyer made no application for bail. The 19-year-old is alleged to have lit his Middle Ridge family house on fire yesterday afternoon. Emergency services were called to the Banksdale Drive address just after 2:30 p.m, with reports a house was well involved.
On arrival, there were large volumes of smoke issuing from the premises, and it was fully ventilated and sort of going quite hard. It's got right into the house, into the ceiling as well.
After it was extinguished, initial investigations revealed the fire was deliberately lit and a crime scene was established, and shortly after, Mr. Schmidt-Lee was arrested. Today, his family sat in the courtroom as his case was briefly mentioned before being adjourned until the 10th of August.
With brittle bones and steely grit, Charles Richardson is turning 102 on its head.
I couldn't have done this a little while ago.
He has been having 2 mini strokes, 2 mild heart attack, 1 intestinal blockages, and so he has been in and out of hospital.
Just 3 years ago, he couldn't walk, talk, hear or see. Now he's doing it all, claiming it's thanks to what he calls a miracle oil.
I didn't know what it was. All I know that by taking that oil, I improved every time I took it.
After losing hope on a range of medicines, his wife Celine started researching natural remedies and came across black seed oil. 2 tablets 3 times a day. Celine says it's given them new hope.
Charles wouldn't have been here so many times in hospital. He nearly gone.
And he's not the only one buying in bulk.
I doubled the life expectancy of brain cancer, so I'm still going strong.
The ancient elixir is already a hit overseas. Now a Melbourne-based company is the first to introduce a range of products to the local market, cold pressing the oil here in Kingaroy.
We've noticed already in the time that we've been cold pressing this oil, there's been a consistent increase in demand.
The black seed itself can be taken orally as well as topically, and for conditions like cardiovascular, respiratory conditions, and also boosting the immune system.
Assam Kasam's family business has been operating for 35 years and first launched Habshifa in 2011. His oils and capsules the first in the world to receive approval by the Therapeutic Goods Administration.
We feel black seed is going to be the next best superfood around.
Something these locals are vouching for.
I was paralysed down my left side from the stroke.
The strong grip.
That's the difference. Black seed oil.
Annie Puller, 9 News. It's no secret China's thirst for milk powder has turned into an Aussie gold rush, and our airport has become the big winner.
This milk powder that we're unloading here at the moment is part of the e-commerce trade that exists between Australia and China.
Wellcamp's air cargo hub is the only airport in the state to offer a specialised freight flight and has seen 2-fold growth since it first began operations in 2016.
Global air freight is actually increasing at the rate of knots.
This service connects Queensland with Hong Kong and through Hong Kong with about 170 different destinations across Cathay Pacific's global network.
Not only putting Toowoomba on the map, but fostering endless possibilities.
There's a lot of opportunity to provide better infrastructure to support emerging exporters and lower their barriers to entry into market.
But while cargo is taking off, visitor numbers are suffering.
Our visitor numbers, we are nowhere near capacity for that airport. I mean, it was built with a very long-term view.
Locals are now being encouraged to get behind a community movement called I Fly Toowoomba.
The underlying message is the more we use the Wellcamp Airport, the more service options we're going to get, the more flight options we're going to get.
It's hoped the online pledge will lure more locals to take advantage of regional services. Annie Puller, 9 News. A moment of madness, 3 boys just 13 years old on a rampant joyride, mounting a footpath and dicing with death.
It's the first time we've ever had a car through our front window in all our years of working.
At 80 kilometres an hour, CCTV shows the stolen Toyota Kluger drift out of its lane on Neil Street at around 1 a.m. It smashes into a traffic control box, creating a shower of sparks before coming to a crashing halt.
It ran into our Canon display, so it was pretty much totaled.
Perched against the display wall, camera gear lays strewn across the car, the force leaving a gaping hole at the entrance. The trio makes a quick escape through the destruction they created.
It's like a war zone. Everything was just trash thrown everywhere. There's glass everywhere.
The 13-year-olds, both from Chinchilla, were arrested yesterday and appeared in court today. Their charges include burglary, unlawful use of a motor vehicle, stealing and unlicensed driving.
It's pretty hard to believe 13-year-olds can be out there stealing cars and just going for a joyride.
Toowoomba's Camera House has been voted Australia's Store of the Year, but now owner Sid Owen has been left with an $80,000 damage bill. The third teen remains on the run. Annie Puller, 9 News.